crap, my battery's going dead. I'm gonna have to get another battery. But anyway, right now, got parts that came in. Some things I gotta do out there, but for right now, gotta go change the battery, and we're gonna go into the shop. See you in a minute. All right, here in the shop, here's some of the new fittings that I got. Got some new elbows, quarter to quarter. These are quarter to eighth, so we can run gauges. Yes, these are the ones I've used. I've always used these. They get them on eBay. They're just push to connect. Got some other ones here that are, these are quarter thread to, oh no, these are eighth thread to quarter. I don't know what I'm gonna use those for, but anyway, there's just a bunch of different stuff. I've got some other T connectors. I've got some quarter to quarter T's and quarter to quarter straight right there. But that's what I'm getting on those. That's some of the parts that came in. I've got a whole bunch to do and not a whole lot of time to do it. And we're going camping next weekend, so I need to get to. There's a part for the camper, and I got to try to find that. I did get in some connectors here with some shrink to fit fittings. That way I can do some of my electrical connections. I don't know if I showed you guys yet, but this is one of my newest tools. I'm really excited about this because this can go with us anywhere we go. If somebody needs their truck aired up, or if a tire needs aired up, or I actually used this with my brad nailer when I put together a little fence. I don't know if I can't remember what videos I did. Mom's car, I was gonna do Mom's car, and I fucked it all up. I got the knuckle off of there. So you can see I got the knuckle and everything off of there. In doing so, found out that this is ruined. So now I got to buy a new one of these. I don't know who cross-threaded this and screwed it all up, but now I need a new drive shaft. And I fucked up the knuckle when I took it apart and tried to press it out. So now I need a new knuckle. And so and I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new anti-lock brake sensor. So about $220. Screwing up that knuckle was a $120 mistake. So there's that. Up here is Gina's new lip for the front of her car, because a raccoon or something, possum or something, got out in front of her and ripped the front of hers off. So we've got that to replace. I really want to work on little golf, but like I said, I gotta find a part. I don't know if I had it over here. No. Anyway, now I gotta find a part. I'll show you what part here in just a second. Gotta go out here. The part that I need, that I already have somewhere, is this piece right here on the camper. It's the City Water Connect. This one has all these bricks and everything on it because it kinks it in a way that it doesn't come apart. So I'm gonna look for that. Hopefully we can get that put together. All right, so I've been all over the place. I've been through the shop, I've been through my toolbox, I've been through boxes, I've been through everything. All over the place. Even came in here, had 2 bags, dumped all that stuff out on the sink. And then I come back in here because I had to use the bathroom, collect my thoughts. And I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe, I know it was small enough. I of course I reset this back up just for this scene. And I'm like, no. And then I went, well, I didn't do that, but there it is. It's been right there the whole damn time. And this was the first place I looked. Oh, got the bedding off of there, so that's gonna go get cleaned. I know you've been there. So anyway, there goes about 20 to 30 minutes wasted in searching for a part that I probably could have been almost done doing by now. So now we got to see if this will work on this one once we get it apart. So let's turn off all the lights so we're not wasting electricity. Come on here. I even looked through all the side boxes of the whole camper. What a waste of time. All right, first off, I turn the water off. I really need to redo this. This was only supposed to be temporary. that off of there, that off of there, and then we got to get all this off of here, and then we can undo this, pull this out, and see what we're looking at behind it. All right, before I get knee deep into this, started looking at this. This part is not wore out. It just I don't know. This just doesn't seem like it's that wore out. So before I do that, I'm gonna try putting 2 washers in there. I'm gonna try putting this first washer in there to create a back seal, and then I'm gonna put this one in here to create a front seal. Oops. And then see if I can get this set up under my armpit so that you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. You guys are in my armpit. So now I'm going to screw this in, and this should be able to create a better seal. Let's see. No, that still looks, nope. I'm gonna say that's bad. Now I gotta try to get this out of here. Okay. So yeah, that's bad. That's not a good thing. So this whole piece is off. All right, that's not gonna work any longer. So now I gotta take all this stuff off. I gotta get me a screwdriver, Phillips, so I can get all this out of here. All right, I've got this little handy tool here that I like to go get. And what I did was I wedged this all the way out, all the way around, little by little, to get all the glue off of there as much as possible. There's still some I'm gonna clean up before putting this back on. But I pulled it all the way out. I had to wiggle it around to get this to pull out. Now on the back side, there's this piece right here, which is the hose connector. I'm really hoping that that's the same thread. If so, then we're in luck. I'm going to put a little bit of Teflon tape on this before screwing it onto that. But I'm going to put like 1 or 2 layers, just to make the bond between the brass and that. So yes, I actually did buy an upgraded fitting, and it's white, so it'll match the back of the camper. I don't know. Just got to be like that. So let me go ahead and try to get this one off of here, which I don't think it's going to be much trouble. All right, so I guess factory, they just use plumber's putty on the back side of this. I'm actually going to use a type of RTV sealant rather than just plumber's putty, because I don't like plumber's putty, especially on this. So what I'm going to use is this. It's OSI, tougher than the elements. Gutter seam and sealant. This stuff's like really good. So what I'll do is I'll just put a fat bead around there. But I wanted to show you the upgrade from the factory. The factory is just this little cheap plastic thing. It's kind of wavy, whatnot, and this is all brass. Even the connector on the other side is also all brass. So this will probably, and more than likely, last for the rest of the life of the camper, now that we're upgrading this one. See, I put 2 wraps of this Teflon tape on there, and then this actually just, I mean, you got to hold this side, but it will just screw onto there, and we'll screw it on until it's just a little bit over hand tight. We'll check to make sure that it's going to not leak before we stick it back in there, because you don't want to put this on here and then it leaks, because it's going to leak inside your camper. All right, just as I expected, it is going to leak. So I don't know how much leak has been done inside here, because I think that's actually underneath the bathtub. But to prevent any more leakage, if I pull this out, I can feel a little bit of hard right here on the back side. So I'm going to put one more clamp on it right behind this to try to keep it from leaking. We'll see how that goes here in just a second. It took a lot to pry that freaking other clamp off of there. The clamp actually wraps around it like 3 times, and then that little slot right there goes over that little kick up right there, that little piece that kicks up. So you actually have to pop that off of it, which took a little bit. I took this little tiny pry bar I got and wedged it underneath there and got it to pop off. Then I went ahead and put this new one on there, and if I go like this, there's nothing leaking now, which I'm glad. So now I can jab this all back in there. I'm going to put some RTV, this stuff, the gutter seam sealer, on the back side of this so that it creates a nice watertight seal onto that, which just so happens it's raining now. So I'm going to make sure this is all, because it seals even with it raining. So I'm going to try to clean this up as much as possible, shove that in there, and squirt that around the outside edges. All right, I forgot to mention that stuff's clear. And if you notice, there was a plastic onto the tip. That's because I put plastic over it and then screw the cap back down on that sealer. That way it stays fresh. But everything's on there. We go ahead and get the water turned back on here. We'll look at it. Make sure there's no major leaks coming out of this. And now it's nice and solid. It's not wiggling. And all the sealer is on there. The excess sealer, I just rub it off on the tire. That way it gives it more tread. It lasts longer. But anyway, now I can take this bucket of juice, because that's all that's in here now. Take that out so I can go dry my tools off in the shop. Yeah, and it's freaking coming down now. And the backside of this is not covered. So, yeah, just a little bit wet. Some of you guys work outside all the time and you're calling me a pussy right now. It's fine. You are what you eat. Gotta get some of this shit thrown onto a towel. That way I don't have to mess with it so much. Got a couple of towels in here somewhere. There we go. How about just a terry cloth towel? That works. Dump all this out. That can dry out on its own. There. Now I'm going to pick all these up with another towel and dry all this shit off after I get rid of the trash. I don't like leaving trash out in my yard. There we go. See you guys in a bit. Everything I wanted to do today is turning into everything I got to do with the camper. Somebody had left the black tank open last time we had guests, which means that it's been constantly draining even when you use the bathroom. So that means that there's buildup, that it's gathered in there. I wasn't going to show that process, but basically I filled up the tank and then I went underneath there and I beat the hell out of the bottom of the tank to try to get some of it to loosen. And yeah, and then drained it back out. So hopefully I didn't end up with whatever they call that. Now I'm in the process of, because we're gonna have to bring that the slide in. Well, the slide's been out all winter. Well, what happens when you leave things sit around for too long? Spiders. So now we gotta get up here and sweep. The nice thing about having this big covered area is it doesn't feel scary as it would if it was wide open. So I don't have any problem going from the last step here to there, because see, it's to there, to there, to there. And by chance I need something to hang on to. I've got this overhead, as long as I don't slide my fingers. Here's the overhead right there. I can grab onto that as I'm getting up and feel even more secure if need be. Gotta be careful where I step, and I can't stand up very tall. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sweep all the spider webs off, so when we bring this in, by chance some of the spiders have moved out of the way. You won't be able to see much difference, but I can. And then I noticed some of the RTV is coming out of that edge right there. I don't know if you can, some of it's just like, the problem with that is it's not creating a seal right there. So now I got to get down, get some of that sealer that I have, and get that resealed right there, just to make sure that we're not going to have any major leaks next weekend, just in case it rains. But yeah, buy a camper, they said. Be fun, they said. Get to stand up all over the place. All right, now I gotta check this. I got a little bit of propane left. This one's empty. We'll go see if I got any more. Otherwise, may have to head to the store. What are you guys doing? It's super wet over here.
I'm wearing socks. I said fuck it, they were already wet.
They were already wet.
These are the dirt ones. Dirt.
The dirt ones?
The dirt.
You're gonna offend somebody.
Well, they're special. Because they look special. That one's not too bad. That little corner is.
What are you wearing?
I don't know.
Your wife's suit?
I look like shit and I've been cleaning suit.
You don't look like shit.
Eat you a cupcake and shush.
Okay.
I found this in the water.
Where did that come from?
You don't Probably know. That chair that she beat up. Cold. Here, eat you a cupcake.
Maybe. Oh. Alright. Be right back. Well, time to use the golf cart. Forgot to get my wallet. Might want to put the rest of the windshield up. Almost time to put her show wheels back on there. I think we're gonna start waiting until we get to shows to put her show wheels back on there. That way they last longer. We've also contemplated getting other wheels. So see what the future holds. Be right back. All right, see, and this is why we want to get another one, so that this one can be used for just in the country. We will put different wheels on it. I plan on putting little shitty wheels. All right. Nobody that way, a lot of people this way. I think I might be able to cut right here. Turns out they don't have any. So now I get to keep my fingers crossed that Dollar General's got some. Anybody coming? Nope. Let's go to Dollar General. I need windshield wipers. I'll park right here in the middle. Ta-da! Excuse me. No propane anywhere. They've been out for about 3 weeks. I'm gonna have to start searching for propane. I've got plenty of tanks. I might be able to take it up to a place, excuse me, and have them filled. Take a different way home. This is the bumpy way. cold outside. Well, I guess this is it. I'm gonna end up taking one of them propane tanks off of our off of one of our barbecues. I need to get a splitter so I can have one propane tank for the both. And nobody. All right, we gotta get the golf cart back in. Ooh, to the shop. Got close, didn't I? Pretty close over here too. There we go, we're in here. All right, that can just stay here. I gotta grab one off of the other. Well, no, it don't have to stay here. I did get me an energy drink. I need to bring that one with me because I need to drink that because I'm feeling energyless. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna get the propane tank off the other one and then that'll be it. So that's pretty much fixing your water and getting things ready to go on our camping trip next weekend. And that's about it. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be able to get done this weekend. I really need to work on little golf, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to that, but we'll see what happens. So aside from that, you guys enjoy your guys' weekend and the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Please subscribe, comment, like it, and we'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.